Clinton Public Library, and we get to hear from Kendra. How's it been?
It's been good. I'm back from maternity leave. I was back at work on February 16th.
Little
So,
baby girl.
yep,
How's everybody doing?
we're doing really good.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
She gonna have reddish hair?
She does have reddish hair. We'll see if it's more red or strawberry blonde, but yep, she's a
Okay.
little redhead.
That is good. So, what was it like being off and then getting back to work?
So, with working at the library for 17 and a half years, and some of that was part-time, but I've been full-time since 2016, and the most time I've ever taken off was like 3 weeks when I had my gallbladder removed. So 12 weeks off was crazy. And then, of course, dealing with caring for a little newborn was a whole new adventure since she's our first one. So I was ready to come back to work, but yeah, I miss her, but she's doing really good in daycare, so it's nice to be able to get work done and then go pick her up from daycare and have the night.
Well, that is great to hear. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what's happening at the library?
Oh man, so much I'm catching up on even too, but we are doing our programming for spring break. I believe this is our third year now doing this. And we've got it all up on our website. So if you've got a kid in K through 12 and they're making you pull your hair out during spring break, come on down, bring them to the library. We're going to be doing our mini golf on that Friday of spring break again. That went over really cool and well last year.
Where do you do that at?
We set up like a little course all throughout the main floor of the library using like bookends and other like little fun things from around the library. And some people get pretty competitive with it. So
So, what kind of hazards do you have?
Oh,
put a big
little
encyclopedia in the way or something like that?
No. So I'm going to be helping set up this year. I didn't really help too much last year. I got to play it, but Kate and Selena, yeah, like bookends, big books, kind of built into like a triangle to like go through the pages. Those were discarded books. We wouldn't do that to new books and break the spine, of course. But yeah, dictionaries, encyclopedias. We've got like blocks and stuff in the children's department. So we had built like a special like little house thing to like try and get it in, and yeah. So
Well, that'd be kind of fun. Now, when are you doing that?
so that will be the Friday, so the 20th. It'll be available all day. Just come in, ask for your putt-putt and your ball at the front desk, and just make your way through all the holes. We even have a little score sheet. Get competitive with your friends. But of course, we'll be doing our story time as usual during that week. That's Wednesdays at 10:30. Wiggle time is Tuesdays at 10:30. We're going to be doing story time with Moose, or sit, stay, and read. So you get to come in and read with our service dog that Selena's training, Moose. That's Monday at 10:30.
Is this a big dog?
He's a black golden doodle.
Okay.
So he's a pretty decent sized dog.
I was saying, you're going to name him Moose. He can't be a little dog.
And I mean, naming him, maybe now he's really growing into his name. I haven't seen him since before I went on maternity leave. We've got teen programs Monday through Thursday in the afternoon at 1 o'clock. We're going to be continuing to do our Creative Explorers at 3:30. On Tuesday, we've got a movie for families. We've got Minute to Win It games. It's all week long. So if any of that interests you, make sure you check out our social media. We've got it in as Facebook events, but it's all on our website. Breaks down each day.
Yeah, and spring break will be coming up next week.
Yeah.
So it'll be right here upon us. Now, is it primary Clinton students that come in, or do you get kids from outside the area as well?
So depending, I guess, on when spring break is. So I don't know if Fulton spring break lines up with us.
I don't believe it does.
I don't think so. But we do have families that come over from Fulton just for regular library programs. But yeah, we've seen kids from Northeast, Comanche. We've got a decent like homeschool population that comes in and uses the library. So Prince of Peace kids come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed the various programs that you have to offer at the Clinton Public Library. I mean, it's just not coming in, checking out a book,
Correct.
or reading a periodical there in the library. It's a lot more.
Absolutely, and pretty much everything we do is free, unless it's otherwise stated, which that really only happens if it's if we're having like an outside like craft person and it's for supplies, and even then it's very affordable, maybe $5 at most. But that's what we provide to our community. You know, we're all these resources, and our focus is continuing education, and that includes our programming. So we've got our computers, we've got Wi-Fi, we've got our books, magazines, which are kind of going out of style, but we have our e-resources as well, our e-books, our databases, our e-audiobooks. Magazines are on the e-reader now as well. And yeah, our programming, which, you know, libraries have been doing story time for decades. So
Well, you mentioned you've been there for over 17 years now. When did you really see the development of getting all these various programs?
So I feel like children's programming has always been strong, you know, even in my childhood, but Clinton Public Library, we didn't have a dedicated adult programmer really until about 2013 when Holly was hired. Before then, it was the director and a few staff would get together and make sure, you know, we had some programming available, but not the regular programming that we're seeing now. So yeah,
That's
good 13 years of doing it.
Okay, very good. So what are your responsibilities again, Kendra?
I am the library supervisor, so I am Susie's second in command,
Okay.
to her being director, and I help facilitate, make sure the staff are able to do all these programs. I help with scheduling. I'm a supervisor to everyone. I also help order books for adult a little bit. I help our orderer for that, Cheryl, but then I also help do the youth collection as well.
Yeah, I just thought, you know, ordering books. Where do you order the books from? And what you said you make the decision on the books you're going to bring in.
Yeah. So we actually, in the library world, there was a big hoorah. Our main vendor, Baker and Taylor, which had been in business for 200 plus years, pretty much the beginning of the country, they were a book supplier, went out of business.
Ooh.
So we had to scramble, but there's a lot of book vendors out there. Amazon is now dipping their toes into library vending and processing, but we are now going through Ingram as well, and Follett is more youth-based.
Okay.
So
I've heard of both of those, so yeah. So what else is going on?
what else is going on?
Susie came in for Ladies' Day. She did a great
Yes.
job. And we're hoping to get you to our Plus 50 Living Fair. You were a
Yes.
part of that last year. That's 6 weeks from today, Tuesday, April 21st, again out at the Vista Grande. So at the Plus 50 Living Fair, what are you trying to tell the 50 and over population about the library?
That we have programming and materials for you. We're for everyone. But if you yourself or if you have family members who are maybe not as able to get out and about and get to the library, we do have our homebound service, which Nellie runs and coordinates. And then we have wonderful volunteers that do the delivery. And that is, it's a great service. And Nellie's really been making it a very robust offering. And you put down what genres you like. If you want books, audiobooks, we do movies as well. And you get a monthly delivery.
I would imagine they would be interested in the genealogy area
Oh, yes,
as
of
well.
course. And it happened, of course, while I was away, but we got our memory lab up and going in the genealogy department, and that was an effort with the local genealogy and history societies that we've got around town.
Is that something you would be able to bring out to the Plus 50 Living Fair or no?
Ooh, I don't know if any of it's mobile.
Mobile? Okay,
Maybe.
yeah.
I'll talk to Jeannie about it. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
'Cause I
yeah.
thought that would be interesting.
And then, of course, we've got access to Ancestry. So if you are interested in learning about your family history, come on down, and Jeannie up in genealogy can help you.
There you go. Very good. So, people want to find out more information. Kendra, what's the best way to be doing that?
You can check out our website when it is up and running, clintonpubliclibrary.us, and you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. And, of course, you can always give us a call,
And the phone number?
563-242-8441.
All right. Good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Check of the weather now brought to you by Electronics.
You'll want to remain weather aware today as we have a weather impact alert for severe storms in place later this evening. Before then, we'll see increasing clouds, windy conditions, highs in the low 70s today. Strong to severe storms likely for some this evening, including large hail, even a few tornadoes. We'll see overnight lows in the 30s late.